but it takes about 3 minutes to tie an Ausable Wulff, and I'll run you through it. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I've got the hook and the vise. I start with the orange thread. You wind a complete shank of the hook so that you have a place for the material to hold on to, so it doesn't slip on the steel. Then you put the tail goes on next. Tail should be approximately about the same length as the bend of the hook back to the eye. Tail goes on now. Making the tail a little bit long will balance your fly a little bit better. So it will hurt the fly if you make the tail too short, because it will have a tendency to tip up and not balance. So making a little bit longer tail can actually help the fly balance better. The next step is tying on the wings. I'm using calf tail wings. Tie the wings in one clump on top like that, about 2/3 of the way back. Don't be afraid to make a lot of winds. A good fly should last for 100 trout. I've taken many a time, I've taken 100 trout in one fly. To make a lot of wraps and tie it in good. The fly should be sturdy, well tied, so it doesn't come apart. Divide the wing. You take one clump of calf hair, divide the wings like that, figure 8 in between them, 2 or 3 times. Again, hold the wings up, wind them off. Next step is to wind your dubbing on for your body and make your dubbing directly onto your thread. Use pre-waxed thread. You don't have to use dubbing twirlers or any of those fancy gimmicks. That's the easiest way to put dubbing on. They have dubbing spinners and all kinds of different things. But dubbing the thread, the body material, right onto the thread is the best method. Start back at the tail, wind the body material up, almost to the wing, not quite to the wing. You want to leave that little bit of space. You've got the tail, the body, and the wing now. Brown hackle. Pick your brown hackle one, good one. Good stiff hackle that snaps back. Prepare your hackle, bring it back so you don't get the webbing anymore. Clip that part off. Next step is to take one grizzly hackle. Again, clip the base off by the soft hackle. Lay the 2 of them together like so, and tie them in behind the wings. 4 or 5 turns, and tie the rest of the base of the hackle off in front of the wings, and bring your thread back to the eye. Now, I don't use a whip finish. I tie all by hand. Even on big flies, size 22, no matter what I tie by hand. You can tie it much tighter using your fingers than you can with a hackle plier. I don't use a hackle plier or whip finish. Make your winds, tie each one off separately. Never wind 2 hackles together, because one of them is going to be looser than the other. Clip that hackle off, then you intersperse the hackle in with the other, in with the brown. And you tie that one off, tie it off with a half hitch, and then whip finish it. You can whip finish with a whip finish tool, or you can whip finish by hand. Pull it through, clip it. And that fly is good for 40, 50 trout or more without it falling apart. Put the fly head cement and the fly is finished. And your fly should stand up like that. Should balance properly and set up on the water like that. I'll give you a side angle view of it in my hand so you can see it better, like that. That fly accounts for about 90% of all your big fish on the rivers up here. It floats well, it's easy to see, and the trout like it.